Hey guys, this is Andrew for TradingSenses.com. So for those who don't know me yet, I've been working as a professional trader on the option market for the past 6 years in Hong Kong. And I've decided to make a YouTube channel a few months ago because I want to pass the knowledge, guys. I want to show you how pro traders are working, what kind of tools and techniques we use at work, at least those that work for me. And most importantly, guys, I want to show you how to use it yourself. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to read the flows and how to get information from this on Gamestop, for example. Let's get into it. So very quickly, this is Gamestop price, and I was saying in all my videos that I'm very bullish. I was showing you guys this pattern on the volume that I see here. You can see that the first period the volume was decreasing is roughly equal to this period as well. So here I expect something to happen very soon. I don't know where it's going to come from, but it's going to be something that, just exciting everybody. And so everybody is going to buy, I think, some GameStop shares. But here, what I want to show you guys is that, you have different actors on this market. You have professionals and you have retail, all right? And if you know who is doing what, it's actually easier to predict what can happen because you know the difference between those investors. For example, we know that hedge funds, they were sellers of GameStop. And we also know that weirdly, when the price is going higher, they become buyers. And it's actually very easy to understand. It's just because they have a maximum loss they cannot exceed. So once they get close to this maximum loss, they are forced by their management to buy GameStop shares, whatever the price. And this is what created this first short squeeze that was here, guys. It's because there were too much short interest in this market and they just needed all together to buy back the shares at a crazy price. Well, I want to show you what those guys are doing right now because we know how they're working. We know also that they were sellers. So let me show you this. Once again, I go on Market Watch. I showed you guys this many times. Just go check my other videos. And I record the outstanding shares and the short interest in terms of shares, and I convert it into a short interest percentage, all right? So I'm doing this since I started my channels, and you have figures every 2 weeks. So I know there are a lot of discussions about this short interest. This is the real short interest, and you have also some synthetic short that I showed you guys how to compute yourself, which is at spot. So when GameStop is at 200, around 20%. And that is going to 60% if GameStop goes close to 800. But this is not what I want to show you guys in this video. Here, you can see that the short interest was around 145% in November and that it went to 120% in Jan. Here, guys, we had this massive short squeeze, all right? So you can see the short interest went from 120 to 40%, all right, in January between the 15th and 29th. And this is when GameStop traded at 418. So guys, this is correct data. Many of you are asking me, is it good or not? Like, can I trust this data? You can, guys. I cross-checked this data with different systems, and I can tell you that this data is correct. I can also tell you that a company that is listed on the New York Exchange, NYSE, cannot lie about their short interest. If they did it maybe one time, then the regulator would actually see that they lied and they would get delisted. There is nothing worse than being delisted for those companies. So this data is correct. But once again, you have the synthetic short that is right now around 20%. So of course you need to add it, all right? But here, what I'm interested, guys, and that I want to show you is that on the 15th of March, you got 20%, guys. And it's just going lower every fortnight. Each time this data is published, it's going lower. So what does it mean? It means something very interesting. It's that actually hedge funds are not selling. So GameStop is now at 200, guys, and they're not selling it. If they were selling it, this short interest would be much higher. So yes, they're selling call options. I know that, but still the short interest is decreasing. So actually, they are not sellers anymore. And we can understand why. It's because some companies got destroyed. Some hedge funds just collapsed because of shorting GameStop. So they learned the lesson and they're not authorized by the management to short sell GameStop shares anymore because this is dangerous for their company. So basically, those guys were sellers and they are not here anymore. So you have no more sellers. Guys, this is the information I wanted to show you. And they even become buyers. Let me show you this. So this was the massive day. GameStop lost 30% at this level. You remember, guys, the earnings arrived, they were worse than expected, and GameStop lost 30%. And here some people bought the dip, but the short interest didn't increase. So what does it mean? And here, who was selling? Guys, this is a hedge fund move, all right? We know how they do it. You know, they wait for some bad news and they just sell altogether. So this was a hedge fund sell-off. And here, guys, yes, of course, some apes with diamond hands bought the dip, but hedge funds bought the dip as well. So now they're not, increasing the short position. They're just selling and buying back lower. So they're not putting any selling pressure on this price. And I showed you guys that if the price action develops higher, we're gonna have this gamma squeeze. The synthetic short is gonna go from 20 to 60%. And I showed you guys this as well, that we have here the volume. Guys, look at this, that are giving me a very nice pattern. So something is telling me we're gonna see very soon, and we have this April option expiry that is huge on the upside. So of course, I don't know anything for sure, but something is telling me, I just look at the patterns, it's repeating itself once, twice. It's coming, guys, it's coming. And I would say, around the 7th of April, we're gonna have the start maybe of this new strong move up. So of course I might be wrong. And if I am, I would of course do more videos where I try to explain what didn't happen as expected. But this is to me quite clear that the most likely scenario is definitely we go to 400, 480. And like I showed you guys, there's going to be a lot of buying power in this market if we start to develop higher. So to conclude, guys, we can see that basically there are no more sellers, that there is a lot of bullish momentum in the market, that we have some upside short gamma that is going to create some bullish momentum on the upside, and that we have very big amount of buyers that are retail investors that believe in GameStop. And when you have buyers and you don't have sellers anymore, and you have this gamma on the upside, my only conclusion is that GameStop needs to go higher. So let's find out. Let's see if this happens. That's it for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, please don't forget to click on the sub, like, and bell button so you're going to be the first to know when I upload anything new. And stay close to shore. I'll see you guys.